What is up, everybody? Mikey there, Panzernator, with a pretty late game surviving Mars playthrough. If we go to the milestones, I have pretty much everything but 1,000 colonists. So I'm here to tell you some tips. Surviving Mars releases today. Some tips that'll definitely help you out. I'm going to try and show you something that goes along with it all. We're going to just switch to Surviving Mars radio because otherwise I'll end up just singing the songs. So first of all, let's just jump right in. First of all, don't forget about this little building right here, sensor towers. I haven't built enough of them, but whenever you're scanning the map, sensor towers help do that quicker. So, you know, if you build like an advanced mining area like out here, maybe build one of those. So, don't forget about them. You know, there's kind of the temptation just to build it and let go, and yeah, don't do that. So that is number one. Number two, this beauty, shuttle hubs. Whenever you have a wide-ranging, whenever you kind of spread out, so say like you are going across the map to get some more metals or rare metals, or you're trying to get some resources from another area, you're not going to have a supply chain. You're not going to be able to get resources from one place to another unless you do manual, like you could set up like a transport route with your RC transports, or you build shuttle hubs and see like this one, this drone, it's loading up a metal, and I have no idea where it's going, but it's going somewhere that needs a metal. So shuttle hubs are great if you start off with a rocket tier dude, you do it, but otherwise it's under CO2 jet propulsion. You will need to have fuel refineries running to fuel them, but it's very good because if you have widespread, what's it called? So look, okay, so it's looks like it's depositing the metal here. I think, I don't know, but anyways, shuttle hubs are great. They move all of your stuff all over the place. Number three is something that is important. So you notice we have two mines here, and well, they completely exhausted their resources. Now, why do I still have them? Well, you can see they still produce 1.5 a day. There is a technology. I'm not sure if it's nano or finite, so it is a breakthrough. All extractors continuing to extract small amounts when their deposit is depleted. So let's go back to my landing area. So like this concrete area right here, I had two concrete extractors and then they ran out. I deleted them. I had a metal thing here and I deleted it. Don't do that. Just turn them off. So like, let's just go back to here. So what I would suggest is just turn them off, and then whenever you get the breakthrough tech, you just turn it on again. You know, you put it on all shifts. And important thing to also get is extractor AI, which is another breakthrough tech, which allows you to well, it allows metal extractors and rare metal extractors to work even when there's no one around. So like if you notice up here, I have the whole mining network, but there's no domes around to man them. So that's that is number three. Number four is about farming. So you build a farm and there's a regular soil quality of like 40% or whatever. And when you select crops, you can select these are kind of later game ones. So let's just say soybeans increase the soil quality by 10% and potatoes decrease it by 10%. So right now I have fruit trees which increase it by 10 and giant potatoes which reduce it by 10. So what you should do is you should have it only do the soil and so like the starting soil quality is somewhere around 40 to 50%, right? What you should do to get the most food out of your farms long term, this is, you know, kind of, you have to prepare for this, is run soil replenishers. So run soybeans. Cover crops are very useful because they don't provide a lot of food, but they increase the soil quality a lot faster. Get it up to 100 and then start your crop rotation. So for example, I have fruit trees and so I run the fruit trees. So I run these giant potatoes. They decrease it by 10% from 100 to 90. Then the fruit trees bump it back up to 100. And that is probably the best way because your yields, I think, depend, your optimal harvest depend on the soil quality and who's working it. So whenever you start a new farm, if you're just doing like hydroponics farms like this one, it doesn't matter. There's no like soil quality or anything like that. But for traditional large farms, you know, these types of farms where you grow like actual crops, you go all Mark Watney and everything, get the soil quality up to 100 and then start your crop rotation. I mean, you can start your crop rotation right away. You could even do a crop rotation where you have like soybeans, cover crops, and then potatoes. So you go down, so like each cycle you go up 10, you go up 20 but down 10. That might be something worth doing if you are truly in a bind for food, but that is useful. Number 5 is something someone commented in one of my recent Let's Play videos, because it took me a while to figure this out. So whenever you have a dome, it's like this is a farming dome. I only really want farming people. I don't want non-farming people. I do want medics and all that. So what you do is you click on the dome, then you click on filter by traits. You can go to specialization. So say I want botanist, but I don't need any geologist. I do want security. I don't want any engineers. No scientist, medics, and no specializations. That is fair. So then you can apply. Then you can click next dome. And so like I had this as my retirement dome. So I had it, you know, let's prefer seniors. This was like, this one have a lot of nurseries and schools, so then prefer children. So whenever you build domes, it's a good idea to specialize them. Use this button, filter by traits, to look at all the shuttles doing their job. I do have a lot of them. Should have like 30 total. But anyways, back to what I'm talking about.
Fault reported.
Take care. Filter domes. That is number 5. Number 6. Don't neglect mysteries. You know why? Because you'll fail them. I had the Beyond Earth initiative, Reed Goddenberry or whatever. Well, he dies, and then his plan dies. So you can fail mysteries. Don't neglect them. If you watch the Let's Play, I don't think it happens. I land one of the rockets over here just because I was getting frustrated. It was depleting all of my electronics, and polymers, and machine parts, and metals, and all the resources it wanted. I'm like, this is BS. I can put this off. No, you can't. You will fail your mystery. So don't neglect it. That was number 6. Number 7, very helpful. Big networks break more. So this section of the grid has malfunctions now leaking. It can be repaired by just one metal. Larger networks will malfunction more often. So in this, I got like 11 hours or 16 hours total with the preview copy. That's not what I wanted to click. If you click on life support, there's a pipe valve, and if you click on power, there's a power switch. So so what I kind of did for this Let's Play was I had everything in just one giant network of pipes and electronics and, you know, overlapping drone hubs and all that. No guarantee on this, but I think it'd be interesting to try out just doing isolated stuff. So only having enough water and oxygen for this dome, and have it only connected to that dome, and maybe have it keep clicking the wrong thing. Maybe have it connected to the overall grid with a pipe valve and with a power switch. So that way, you know, I'd say maybe have like a central grid with extra production and storage spaces and all that. And say this dome gets hit by a meteor, or there's a pipe leak or something, you can use the valves and switches to quarantine parts of your colony, or to open it up to other networks or anything. This number 7 is basically big networks break more. So plan accordingly. You know, maybe try different designs. Maybe don't have giant power farms. isolated from everything. Maybe have, you know, enough electricity by each dome for that dome. You know, you do have to plan things out, like if you have factories running during the night shift, well, then you should probably have power generation at night. So there we go. That was number 7. Number 8. Yeah, so whenever you get late game, you get wonders, and you get the artificial sun, and there's this little blue line, right? So if you go and you build yourself some solar panels or whatever, you can build 2 lines of big solar panels, 2 rings. You can have that they work all the time because you have an artificial sun. It's generating light. Now, I was a bonehead and placed it right next to this like crater thingy. Don't do that. Place your artificial sun in the middle of something. Don't have it like bumped up against a pipe network. Just have, you know, just have some pipes like going like straight out like that, so that way you can have as much space as possible dedicated to solar panels. So it's kind of a specific one, but when you build the artificial sun, watch where you're placing it. Either from the Let's Play I didn't pay attention and didn't read the tooltip, or it didn't have it in the tooltip, where, you know, or I don't know if it showed this ring necessarily, but place it kind of out in the middle. Artificial sun, you can get a lot of cheap energy from the artificial sun itself and the surrounding solar panels. So that is that. Number 9, build more rovers. So these, can I get one? Let's just get some RC. There we go. Let's get some RC Explorers. We'll go to speed 3. But you notice once you get the technology that is Explorer AI, each rover will produce 100 research. You will have collaboration losses, so that means there are diminishing returns. But don't be like me and go 230 something souls with just one Explorer rover. You only really need one to explore the anomalies and everything, but at the same time, it's a easy way to get science. Otherwise, you'd have to like build a bunch of science labs, which you see these have they have some collaboration losses, but you know, you have to staff them and work all the time, and you have people working at night, and people go insane when they work at night. Whereas, you know, and let's look at our total research. Yeah, you see, you can get you need to get. It's a good way to get early research. So don't neglect your rovers and everything. Get more of them. It's a cheap and easy way to get science. Collaboration losses suck, but they're not all that much. I mean, again, you're gonna have that no matter what you do. So I mean, even with science labs, so you might as well just get all the rovers you can. I'm gonna swing back to this this is point number 9. Point number 10 is always prepare for disasters. So the map we're on here is I think it's Elysium Alpha. It's one of the it's like one of the easiest ones. Yeah,
research complete.
You still gotta be prepared for disasters, because, well, meteors rained down and just completely ruined my power system. Like you can see all of these, and whenever there are disasters, some of your buildings will look like, you know, they look like they're still there, but you actually have to rebuild them. So yeah, always prepare for disasters. Like in my Let's Play, you'll kind of tell, this is a little bit further, I neglect this whole meteor defense system, or like the dust scrubber, or even like the subsurface heaters. Yeah, don't do that. No matter how easy of a map you're on, disasters will strike. So always prepare for disasters is number 10. So I was able to pretty much show all of them with this later game save to some extent. So let's just run through them again. Number 1, don't forget about sensor towers. Number 2, shuttle hubs are great. They will save your life. Number 3, depleted mines and concrete extractors are still useful. They still generate some resources. I think I have a water with the depleted source, so that's good. Here we go, we can land this rocket. Number 4, whenever you come to your farms, build up the soil quality and then start your crop rotation. It's better to be going back and forth between 190 than it is everything else. So I think the collaboration loss is that total across everything? I think it is, because these aren't generating negative 450 science. But anyways, there you go, more rovers. So number 4 was build up soil quality. Number 5, filter domes. What? No. Number 5, filter domes. There we go. Specializations. Be sure to, say no of the specializations you don't need, because they'll show up anyway, and you'll have, like, I think I have some geologists working. So we have some, see, I have, like, some engineers. I have engineers working this farm. That's not what you want. So, number 5, apply filters to domes. Number 6, don't neglect mysteries. You will fail them and never know what happens and feel very unfulfilled. Number 8. Number 7, big networks break more. See, malfunctioning cables. It happens. Big networks break more. Don't be afraid to try out the valves and the power switches. Number 8, pay attention to where you place the artificial sun. It is late game, but you don't want to, miss a third of your possible placement of solar panels. So don't be a bonehead and place it like I did. Place it somewhere better. Number 9, more rovers. You want that science. If we look at our science screen now, we get 450 from Explorer rovers, which, versus 100. Again, it's not that much, but it's all about the collab. What's the collaboration loss? Whatever. Anyway, there you go. So you need more rovers. And at number 10, always prepare for disasters. No one is safe. Not even the easiest map. If you watch the Let's Play, if you subscribe to the channel, and you'll see more of my gameplay from the preview build, you'll notice that, well, we are on like the easiest map possible with, absolutely no difficulty bonus whatsoever. We're at 40% difficulty bonus, and we still got a meteor storm that almost just ended our game right there. So definitely always be prepared for that. Don't neglect those techs, because, well, chances are you're not playing on the easiest map possible, and that is that. So that's the number. So I'm just gonna read through them again one last time. 1, don't forget about sensor towers. 2, shuttle hubs are great. 3, depleted mines are still useful. 4, build up soil quality and then start your rotation. 5 is use dome filters. 6 is don't neglect mysteries. 7, big networks break more. 8, artificial sun placement matters. 9, more science rovers. And 10, always prepare for disasters. Kind of not necessarily along those lines, but how my kind of building style is have overlapping drone hubs. I don't think this is the best way to do things. I think you should, you worry about, you use your RC rover and maybe use it more often, and like, maybe make like different like areas or whatever. Maybe this is, useful in this area, but if you have enough shuttle hubs, you shouldn't need overlapping resource deposits. The shuttle should balance everything out. So hey, but that's the beauty. The game is now available for all of you, so go ahead, try it out, see what you see. There we go, malfunctioning pipe. See what strategies you have for making your best colony. Export your rare metals like this one. Try not to run out of money. Don't fail the mystery. It makes you feel very bad, especially when it's Reed Goddenberry and he dies and you feel like you've just let a man down. Don't do that. But yeah, good luck with surviving Mars. Good luck on the Red Planet. I hope you all do better than I do. It shouldn't be too hard, considering I have 86 homeless colonists. My people are so happy they won't, they can't keep it in their pants, and I just can't keep up with the production. But anyways, that is all the time we have for this. Let me know what you think of these tips. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully this helps you out. If you enjoy this video, and if you're new to the channel and you have not done so already, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, following me on Twitter, and checking out my Patreon page. Good luck on the Red Planet. Thank you all so much for watching. Until the next one, this is Mikey, Panzernator, signing out. See ya, nerds!